Welcome to lesson 5.6. This is the last lesson of chapter 5. We're going to be looking at inverse relations and then functions. Inverse by definition is where x and y are interchanged. So the most basic version of that is if you're looking at a table. You've got x values and y values. So what is the inverse of this relation? It is simply taking, this is going to be a lot more complicated than it really needs to be, in all honesty. So the inverse relation is formed when the roles of the independent and dependent variables are reversed. So you literally just flip the table. X becomes y and y becomes x. In this case, this relation is not a function because while the original relation was a function, because every x had one value of y attached to it, now you have, and it's okay to have two values in the x column go to the y column. As you know, this would be like if you plot the points, made a vertical line test, it would pass. The inverse would not. So it's not to say that all inverse relations are not functions. This one isn't. Okay. If an inverse relation of a function f is itself a function, it is called the inverse function. And then that would be the notation. And you would say that is not an exponent of -1. That is notation that notes that it's an inverse. And you would read that f inverse of x. All right, let's look at the try it question. So give it a try, but really, again, it's just take the x, put it in for the y, take the y, put it in for the x, and then you're done. And then answer if it's a function or not. All right, so let me know if you have any questions, but pause it, try it, and then come back and we can go over it. And then again, let me know if you have questions. All right, so again, all my y values, I made my new x values, and I put them in numerical order. If you didn't do that, that's not a problem. There's nothing that says it has to be in numerical order by x, but that's how I did it. And then I matched it up with the corresponding y values that were the x values. And corresponding means the ordered pairs need to stay together. If you jumble up one of the rows, then the whole thing does not work. And then is it a function? Yes, it is a function because there is only one x value for each number, if that makes sense. There is no duplicate on the x column there, which would then make it fail the vertical line test and that kind of thing. So that is a function. All right, let's check out the second example.